Luna is Earth's companion, its satellite, and as such we have studied it extensively, and as of yet, it is the only object in space that people have set foot on. Yet since 1972, we have not gone back to our moon. Sure, there have been plenty of rovers, but humans haven't been there in a while. Because of that, many people have lost interest in Luna, and haven't been paying attention to Earth's partner. Let's start with NASA's LRO, which stands for Lunar Reconnaissance Orbiter. This probe, launched in 2009, has been living up to its name. The primary mission of this lunar orbiter is to gather information on resources and good landing sites on Luna. This information will help future travel to the surface of Luna. On top of this, the probe has been gathering scientific data as well, trying to figure out if Luna has ice in its polar craters, for instance. Next is the Future Deep Space Gateway, the first part of NASA's new plan in reference to Luna. Deep Space Gateway will be a space station in orbit around Luna that will provide easy access to the surface of Luna. By establishing this space station and then a base on Luna, NASA plans to test technologies for a possible Mars mission. The big advantage of establishing tactics and technologies on Luna before heading off to Mars is that if there is a problem that requires help from Earth, you have a 3-day travel time for help to arrive. On Mars, there is no room for something to go wrong. If it does, you must wait 9 months for help to arrive, so it would have to be a really slow problem. Now, let's take a look at CNSA's Chang'e program. This ongoing program started in 2007 with Chang'e 1. This was a simple lunar orbiter, but what it accomplished was creating a detailed 3D map of Luna for landings later in the program. Chang'e 2 furthered this study from orbit. Using the information from the first two missions, Chang'e 3 landed on Luna in 2013. Chang'e 4, meant as a backup to Chang'e 3 in case it failed, had to be altered because it didn't fail. Just 5 days ago, it launched on its way to Luna. This mission will not only be observing Luna, but the rest of space. Without an atmosphere to obscure the faintest features of space, Luna is a great spot for this. Another interesting experiment that this mission will carry out is one of biology. Silkworms will be grown in a container on Luna to see how low gravity will affect their growth, to see how low gravity will affect their development. The future missions in the Chang'e program are Chang'e 5 and Chang'e 6. These missions will obtain samples from Luna and return them to Earth. On top of the scientific value of these samples, moving from orbiters to one-way landers to a land and return trip is gearing China for its ultimate goal in this program, a crewed mission to Luna and an eventual outpost near the South Pole. China has been advancing into space in recent years, and this is just one facet of its program. ISRO's Chandrayaan program started in November 2008 with Chandrayaan-1. This orbiter continued to advance our ever greater map of Luna, as almost every orbiter has. Some more specific scientific discoveries were the confirmation of the magma ocean hypothesis, basically saying that Luna used to be nearly completely covered in magma, as well as observing how solar wind batters Luna, an object without a magnetosphere or a thick atmosphere. Also, Chandrayaan-1 discovered water ice underground on Luna. Chandrayaan-2 is planned to launch in January 2019. This mission will involve a lander to study the lunar surface. This lander, the Vikram lander, will include a seismometer for measuring moonquakes, as well as a thermal probe for measuring temperature variations. One of the probe's objectives is to discover deposits of helium-3 on Luna. As you may recall from a previous video, helium-3 will be very useful and pricey with the development of nuclear fusion. Roscosmos' Luna program seemed to have ended at Luna 24 in the 1970s, yet Roscosmos is returning to our moon, and have rebranded their Luna Glob probe to Luna 25 to keep a continuity. Luna 25, planned for a launch in May 2021, will place a lander with a rover at a site near the South Pole. Then, Lunas 26 through 31 will establish a robotic base at this site in the 2020s. The keyword here is robotic. Rather than the typical idea of a moon base, this base will just be robots. They won't need a spacious habitat with radiation proofing and oxygen. All they'll want to do is possibly build a little warehouse, but they would also fare well as homeless robots. Eventually, this base would likely be further developed. With a ton of robots there, a factory may be built, to build robots on Luna from lunar materials rather than shipping them from Earth. After that, as the factory or factories build worker robots which themselves go on to build habitats, humans could eventually inhabit this base. Moving on to the private sector, we get to SpaceX's Dear Moon project. Japanese multi-billionaire Yusaku Maezawa is working with Elon Musk on this project to send a half-dozen artists on a trip around Luna. This mission is important for the cultural benefits that it will bring. The artists that fly around Luna will surely be inspired to create new works based on their experience, the goal of the project. On top of this, Elon Musk will use the funding from this project to further develop his BFR, the proposed spacecraft for this mission. Considering that Elon Musk has planned to send humans to Mars by 2024, developing this technology by 2023 is a promising sign. Blue Origin is another company working in space that has developed a couple of rockets, the New Glenn and the Blue Moon, in order to establish a presence on Luna. Their goal is to develop a moon base. A commercial moon base would be important to have, as well as a government moon base such as that of Roscosmos, because the more variety in a market, the less likely one organization is to take advantage. Overall, Luna is our companion in space. The relatively quick travel time there for such a large body allows very interesting missions for the present and future.